Hello class 10 children. Now today in the database management system we'll be doing the next topic, that is manipulating the data. Now what is the meaning of this term manipulating? Manipulating means making any changes to the data. So once you have created a table, now how will you manipulate or change the data in the table? Now in a database we can define the structure of the data and then manipulate the data using some commands. First of all, we need to enter the data in the database and then we need to make changes to that data. So this is done with the help of certain commands. Now these commands are included in two types of languages. One is your data definition language and the other is your data manipulation languages. In short forms, they are also known as DDL and DML. Now first of all, DDL, data definition language. It is also known as data description language. It is a set of commands that define the structure of a database. Now a database consists of tables. In the table form, data is entered in the database. So first we need to define its structure. Now the DDL statements create, modify and remove database objects such as tables, users, etc. Now the common DDL statements that we'll be using are create, alter and drop commands. Create, as the name suggests, it will be helpful in creating the data in the database because you are storing the data in the form of table, so it will be helpful in creating that table. Then alter. Alter means that if you want to add a column to the database table. Now your table is made up of rows and columns, so alter will be helpful in adding a new column to the existing table. Then drop will be helpful in removing that table from the database. Now a single database can have many tables, and suppose you want to remove one of the tables, so for that drop command will be used. Now the second one is your data manipulation language. The data manipulation language is a language that enables the users to access and manipulate the data in a database. Now access means you can see that data, you can have access to it, and then you can make changes to that data. Basically the main goal is to provide human interaction with the system. How you are able to interact with the data in the database. So now data manipulation language is of two types. One is your procedural and another one is your non-procedural. Now procedural will specify, here the user will specify that what data is needed and how to get it, that what data is required to build the database and how you will get that data. And non-procedural, here the user only specifies what data is needed. This is easier for the user, but it may not generate code as efficient as that produced by procedural languages. So in procedural DML, user will be specifying what data is needed and how he will get that data, while in non-procedural the user only specifies what data is needed. Now moving on to DML, as I told you, it is a language that is helping the users to access and manipulate the data in the database. So it involves the following commands: select, insert, delete and update. Now select statement will be used for the retrieval of information from the database. Retrieval means already you have created a table using DDL, now you want to see that data, you want to get that data. For that select statement will be used. The next one is insert statement. It will be used for inserting the new information in the database. Just taking an example of a student table, suppose the fields are roll number, then your not roll number, we say account number, the name of the student and class, and a new student has taken admission in the school. So insert will be helpful to insert that new information into the already existing database. Then delete will be helpful in deleting any information from the database. That means if any student has left the school, so for that delete statement will be used. And update is modification of information in the database. Suppose the mobile number of any student is updated, or he has changed the number, his mother or father, then to update that information, the update statement will be used. Now query language. Now query language is a part of DML that involves information retrieval. That means that if you want to get the data from the database, you use query language. So we can just say that data manipulation language and query language, they are used synonymously. Now the popular data manipulation language that you have to study is structured query language, that is SQL. This language is used to retrieve and manipulate the data in a relational database. Children, as I've already told you that you have to study about RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System, where data is stored in the form of table. So to retrieve and manipulate the data in RDBMS, we will be using SQL, Structured Query Language, and you will be downloading the software that is MySQL, MySQL. In this software, we will be running the queries, and then we will be able to create a database, and then inside that database, you will be creating tables. After creating the tables, you will be using these statements: alter, dropped, select, insert, delete and update to retrieve, to manipulate, to delete the data inside the table. Now children, up till now you must have understood that why we are creating the database. You will be practicing on only small data in the table. Suppose you enter in a table 10 rows, but when we work for a big company or a big organization, the data is very large. For example, a bank have thousands and lakhs of customers. Similarly, a school may have thousands of children, or a university may be having lakhs of children. So here database is helpful in maintaining the data of the students or of the customers in case of a bank. I'll be sending you notes of the today's topic. You can note it down in your notebook. That is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.